Good morning. Welcome to our third webinar in the series, which will be focusing on time-saving resources for teaching English online, which means my colleagues and I chose our favorite websites that we've been using in the last years and even more recently since we moved all our students, all our classes on Zoom and online. So there will be a lot of content, a lot of information. This is why I think the recording is quite important. And don't worry if you feel it's overwhelming. If you feel there are too many, it's just a selection. So you can choose what works for you. That's the rule. You don't need to use everything. You don't need to know everything. You need to be efficient and keep it simple and feel comfortable with the resources you're using. Today's speakers, well, there's Alina Rotaru, my colleague from Twinkle Star, who's
Hello.
also... Hi, Alina.
Hello, everyone.
She's an English teacher, and she'll share with us a few really cool resources and give us opportunities for interaction. Alina's been delivering some really engaging online lessons since we moved online last Wednesday. So I think you'll enjoy that bit. There's also Dana Podaru, who's also a Twinkle Star teacher. And
morning. I don't have my poster, but I have my mug.
Excellent. And yeah, so this is Dana. She has a mug. She's also teaching English with Twinkle Star and in a public school in the rural area. So her input has been quite useful in terms of adapting our webinars and thinking about other issues, such as what if students don't have a laptop while they can use a phone? How can we reach them? We need more support from school management and so on. And I'm Alexandra Butnaru. I've been here every morning since Friday. I'm a teacher coordinator at Twinkle Star, and I've been teaching online too as a volunteer teacher in the last 2 years with Language Beyond Borders, an international NGO. And I also designed the teacher training for this NGO last year with another volunteer teacher. And I've learned a lot just by doing that. You know, you learn a lot when you teach. So also, very important people, we have Oana Mardaloescu, who used to be a Twinkle Star teacher, but she's a very good friend, and she'll be helping us with answering questions or addressing issues mentioned in the chat box. And there are other people from Twinkle Star too, who are also here to support us and to support you there. But again, like I said, if we don't answer all the questions, we have a solution for that. Now, yesterday we talked about platforms, and I asked you to type in the chat what apps you've already used with your students, and I created a word cloud. So the words you see bigger on the screen, they're mentioned by participants. So statistically, you see Zoom is in the center. That's the most relevant at the moment, and it's the easiest to use for live classes. But other people also use WhatsApp for creating groups, and teachers post there. They post links, they send files, they send pictures, voice messages, and so on. And Google Classroom is also interesting, but feel free to choose and to test any other platform. This word cloud, in a way, while making it and while reading the contributions in the chat yesterday, I had an idea. And I'm going to share it with you now, just because I wouldn't want to forget about it. So there were many questions there, many good questions, and I don't think we clarified all of them, and we might not have time for them today. But just in case, let me show you how we decided to manage this. So on Facebook, we have our page Twinkle Star. This morning we created a private group. So it's basically just for English teachers, for people who participate here, and for people we trust they might benefit from being part of this group. So on our page, Twinkle Star, if you go to groups, I made this teacher collaboration group, and I was thinking that if there's anything we haven't answered, if you have other questions in the future, because there are always new questions when you keep testing Zoom, you keep testing resources, or you find maybe there are problems we didn't anticipate well, and there are other teachers and us too from Twinkle Star, we can support each other. So it's a group made especially for us to share useful links, useful resources, to ask questions, and maybe to connect. For example, maybe we can find someone who's in the same city, the same school with us, and they would like to partner in this collaboration thing and testing platforms together and splitting work, as in, okay, I'm going to test Zoom and see how it works. I'm going to test Google Classroom, and then we get together, or there could be a bigger team. We get together after and we share what we've learned. So it's a way of doing it. It's a shortcut and we think it's useful. So feel free to join the group. There will be an email, I think it's in the email you received. So if you can't find it now, don't worry. You'll find it later and it's still available. If you need permissions to join, I'll manage them if you don't mind after. Okay, now that was the first bit. And again, your contributions are very important, and we're going to select the relevant ones and share them with everyone, because there were some pretty good, like I said, questions, answers, suggestions. It was really nice reading the chat conversation from yesterday. Okay, our aims for today is to check together minimum 10 free online resources, as in websites or recommended apps. If we have to stop before this due to time limitations, don't worry, we'll leave them. They're on the slides. You can check them in your own time. And like I said, the danger of doing too much or trying to do too much is feeling overwhelmed and confused. So it's better to, if you see something that you really like and you really want to use it as quickly as possible. See how you can maximize the way you use it. And yeah, you'll see. You don't have to use all of them. We don't, and not in every class. Sometimes we just screen share the course book. Okay, we'll test together, we'll practice, because there were some questions yesterday and we realized that, okay, we talked about Zoom, we talked about Google Forms and how it works and how you can see students' answers if you create a quiz on Google Forms, but we're going to do it practically today with some activities. More, again, practice key Zoom features, share screen, that's what I'm doing. Everybody can share their screen. I mean, there's a feature, there's a setting on the website and I can choose, only the host can share the screen, but that's just for, let's call it session management, just in case, let's say we're online with our students and everybody's curious about sharing their screen and you really want to move on or go to the next activity. Share screen can be tested even if you start a Zoom meeting on your own. So there's function at the top, sometimes at the bottom, just check it, and it says share screen, and then you choose what screen to share. Can you find it? Okay. So we're going to practice this a bit, and then we're going to create something together just to show you how important working together is. It's a trick. You'll see it. I'll show it at the end. If we have time for Q&A, okay. If not, it will be the group, the collaboration group, that will compensate for it, and we'll use that for the Q&A. So you can go there and ask as many questions as you need. You can answer others and so on. There's no official manager of the group. So we're all in this together. Okay, now, let's let's try something we haven't tried yesterday, just a bit, I mean, just some of us. So an icebreaker to wake us up. And also to test the community building thing online. So how about some networking? How do you say hi to your neighbors? If you go to the chat box, can you see that you can write a message to, and there's everyone there? Well, if you click on the arrow next to everyone, you can choose another participant. Can you say hi to someone whose name appears next to yours? For example, I'm going to say hi to Alina. And I'm receiving some greetings. Nice. Because the order of the participants can appear randomly. So you might have the same person next to you. If you want, you can choose someone else. You can ask a question. You can say how you feel. And in class, you can ask your students to do it for pair work. They could have a conversation together there and then come back and share with the group a conclusion or something. They could write a story together. So it's a very simple trick. Okay, I see that it doesn't work for some people, and there's a chance, I think I know the reason. Some of you might have to go to the zoom.us website, check your account settings on the website. Yeah, Alexandra Radu is with us too, so she's going to help you with that. So if you don't activate your private chat, then you can't write to someone else. And this is why it's very, very important, if you use Zoom for classes, really check your settings. Read each of them carefully to see if you really need it or if you don't, and disable the things you don't need. Okay, and again, do not panic. There's always a solution to our problems, at least on Zoom. Okay. Is there anyone who didn't get any hellos, any greetings, any where are you from, any? Is there someone? Okay, because if there is, I'll just say hi everyone. So everybody was greeted properly this morning. Thank you for your messages, for your private messages too. Okay. So that's one way. I know I said it's an icebreaker, but I also wanted to show you how you could use it with your students. So you ask them, okay, Christy, please write to Margareta something about how your day went, something about how you felt, or you can share the screen with a different picture and okay, now in your private chat, you two, please, I don't know, write a short text about what you can see in this picture that I'm sharing. For example, the host cannot see what students write to each other, which is why some teachers choose to disable the private chat just because they can't see. In the breakout rooms, the host, the teacher, yes, they can enter and check what the students are doing, but not in the private chat. That's really private. So it depends on your students. It depends on how they react to it, how focused they are, and how well they follow instructions. Okay. Now, I was telling you we're going to share, to create something together today. And the link is here on the slide, but to make it easier, I'll copy and paste it in the chat. What I would like you to do is share your 3 favorite websites. You'll find the form. So it will look like this. Okay, no email required. This is really, this is kind of a secret collection we're creating. So the aim is to create our own resource bank. Okay. Students and teachers, there's a question from Anna Maria in the chat. And while you're filling in the form, if you don't mind, I'll keep talking. So you are asking if you can send a picture. Yes, normally, now this feature is disabled on my account at the moment, but in the chat box you have, when you have write to everyone or write to one person, on the same line, there's an option with send file, only if you activate it on the website, on your account. So you can send pictures, you can send PDFs, you can send, I'm not sure if there's a size limit for documents, but feel free to check that. But yes, you can send files. I can't do it at the moment because we chose to keep it simple. Yeah, sure, test buttons, annotate on my screen. I can clear the board at any time, so don't worry if you doodle and you want to remove it, I can manage. Oh, that's a kitten. That's a kitten, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to clear the board just because if I don't, annotate. So the teacher can clear all drawings, can clear their drawings or just viewers' drawings. Okay. They're lovely and you're amazingly talented, but I had to clear the board. Okay, so this is the form, and keep trying. If you can't remember the exact link, just write some keywords or what is it about. In the last question where I asked you to explain briefly how you use them, it's just for other teachers when they'll see your contribution, it's for them to maybe see quickly if it's relevant to them or it isn't. Okay, so I'll show you at the end the result of this, the outcome. Okay. That was my bit for now. And what I'm going to do, I mean, you can take a break from the form. You can go back to it later if you need more time. Do you need more time? Now, this is something I can't monitor. Great. If you don't need more time, I'm going to, in a second, make Alina the host because it's her turn to share some amazing things with you and for everybody to have some fun. Okay, Alina, are you the host now?
Yes, thank you. So I'll say my name again. My name is Alina Rotaru, and I'm really here to share a little bit of my experience with online teaching throughout the past 2 weeks. It has been, and it still is a challenge, but I've realized something really, really essential at the end of these 2 weeks. You can, so besides your course book, you can give the possibility to your students to play Kahoot, to use all kinds of cool websites. But what I've realized is that the most important of everything is human connection. And I give you, my personal example. In the first week, my students were really excited. Wow, Zoom, online, lying in bed, learning English. But this week, half of my students were kind of, I don't know if the word bored is a good one. They were a little bit unhappy or sad or down. Yeah, we are living rough, complicated times. So I just thought, how can I make them smile, you know, before starting, yeah, online cool lesson, and to be able to connect to them. And this is what I'm trying to do now, to reach you, to connect you. So I'll use something that I use with my young learners. Yeah, this is one of my you know, hand puppet. Yeah, that really helped me to make them smile. And you know what they did? They grabbed something from their room and they showed me, and they said something about their favorite thing. You know what's amazing? Amazing is that not only young learners, but with my FCE students, my teams, when I showed them the puppet, I was so surprised, you know, that 10th, 11th grade, they showed me all plushes, teddy bears, pillows in shape of animals. So what I'm trying to do now, yeah, is to connect to you. I think we are many participants, and I'd like you to show something, if it is possible. Maybe you have a toy lying, if you have a toy lying on the floor, or something, or maybe have your cup of coffee. Just show it and try to connect with me. I'm a little bit uptight, so can some? Oh, thank you, Alexandra. This is your mug. This is my hand puppet. Hello. Yeah, I'm a crocodile, but I'm really nice. So do this at the beginning of the lesson. Yeah, you'll see that they will just, so the teams, they will smile, they will lighten up a little bit, and you will change your, you know, you'll begin your lesson in a different way. So yeah, oh, sorry, just type in the chat. So if you were, because some of you have cameras turned off, write in the chat if you were to share something, yeah, with your students. What would you share? I don't know, a favorite book, a toy. Just please write in the chat. For instance, I would share, as I said, toys to young learners. What would you share? Just write in the chat. Ah, a poem. Nice. My son, my cat. Yeah, they love young learners show their pets. Thank you. My teddy bear. Yes. Yeah, thank you. So do this. If, for instance, it really, so as I said, and then I will move on to my online, my top 3 online things. They really, they lightened up, and I started the lesson in a different way, because the times that we're living are complicated. Yeah, my plant. That's nice. Okay, really thank you. Big thanks. So now I have to use Zoom. Okay, so I'll start screen sharing. Okay. Okay. So I recommend this. Use Realia. Yeah, even if it is an online lesson, grab something that you have in your room and connect to your students. Okay. I'll start with Kahoot. Well, it is not really my favorite, but it is students' favorite. And I don't really like so much Kahoot because it's too competitive, and my young learners always have a quarrel about this. And I'm really, yeah, Kahoot, quiz, yes, as I said, most of them, yeah, you know Kahoot, yeah. So what I would like to find out, how often do you use Kahoot? So I'm going to stop sharing, okay, and invite you to a second, okay, just wait a little bit to organize myself. Okay, I'm here. Okay, so you need an extra device, like I mean your phone. Okay, so I would like you to, okay, bear with me. Yeah, internet connection. So a lot of patience. We have to be really patient. Okay, can you all see, go to www.menti.com and use the code 77. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is to type, to go to this site and choose. Okay, let me here present. Okay. There's a question. Okay, I think you can all see the results now. Yeah, live. Okay. I think we're lots of participants, but let us wait. I hope you have all managed to access the site. Okay, so I think okay, so some of us have never used, and it's very understandable. When I have the regular classes face to face, I only use it, I think, at the end of the class. But now with the online teaching, I found it more useful because I can revise grammar, I can consolidate vocabulary. I have found Kahoot more useful now than ever with the online lessons. Okay. Okay, so I'll stop sharing. Yeah, so some of us use it sometimes. Often I think is on the third place. Some of us have never used it, and which, as I said, I repeat, is very understandable. Yes. Okay. Okay, I'll stop sharing. Yeah. So anyway, Kahoot is really interactive for students, and something that, but there are some problems that I have faced this week, and that is but before problems that I have faced, yeah, just please write in the chat. Yeah, a whiteboard that I've saved, and as I said, they really love Kahoot. Yeah, for most students, it's really something interactive, and they love competition, right? Okay, so you've already answered. I think never was on the first place, and sometimes second place, and often third place. Now, I'm just curious, what do you use Kahoot for? And please write in the chat your answers. Do you use it for, I don't know, oh, yeah, reinforcing and consolidating. For instance, I use it to revise grammar. Oh, Oh, as an icebreaker, yes. Or at the end, you know, I use it at the end, at the end of the, just for fun, yeah, feedback. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your answers. Okay. As a reward, somebody says here. But anyway, okay, so what is the way to use Kahoot? Yes, we are going. So stop sharing. Some of you have written there. So it is a wonderful way to do everything, revise vocabulary, grammar, and just for fun, you know, at the end, I have this word in my lesson. So we'll do a serious Kahoot, yeah, with our stuff, English stuff, and then just for fun, with superpowers, with Harry Potter. So just at the end, this is the reward for my students. A Kahoot just for fun. No grammar, no phrasal verbs, no difficult stuff, no grammar tenses. Okay, now I'm gonna share, as I said, this week I have had a problem. I taught the past perfect simple to a group, to the group of my adult students, and I faced the issue, and the issue was that they had too little time to answer the questions, and they were a little bit disappointed, especially with the past perfect, which is tricky, and I think you agree with me. You can write on the chat that you agree with me. Past perfect is quite complicated. So I will share with you the problem that I have had with the past perfect. So while playing, I thought, how can I change the time limit? I don't know if you can. So if you know how to change the time limit, please write on the chat. I don't know. Because as I said, while playing, I realized that, so this was the one, and they had only 10 seconds. And then I realized after I finished the course that I can go to duplicate, and it becomes my Kahoot. Yeah, it is in my list of my Kahoot. Okay, and I can edit. I can change the time limit. Okay, just bear with me. Yeah, but I didn't realize while playing. I mean, I haven't checked before starting this Kahoot, and I realized the limit was too little. So you can change here, and I don't know, like 20 seconds. Okay, and you also can, if there's a, I don't know, if there's a question, you can edit here. Maybe there's something wrong, or maybe you would like to add a question. So what I love about Kahoot, even if it's the free account, it offers you the possibility to borrow something, make it yours, and add it. So now I have the 20 seconds. Okay, it's done. Okay, I can play it now with my students. Okay, play it and host live. I didn't really check the create challenge. Host live, and yeah, thank you. Bear with me a little bit. And you also have some game options. Some of my 6th, 7th, 8th grade, they really love to use weird, awkward names like Choro Gurla, my God. So you have this possibility to, you know, on, off, if you turn it to on, they have friendly nickname generator. You can change the music, or you can automatically move through questions, and then you start playing it. Now, what I will do, I'll do something. No, we are not going to play. We are not going to play past perfect. No, let's have some fun as our students do. Okay, and I'll give the remote control to choose a Kahoot maybe on their own. how can I do this? Where is my, yeah, Zoom. Oh, manage participants. Okay, share screen again. Okay, yeah, I think, okay. Remote control. Okay, let me find, I don't know. I want to give someone the remote control, so somebody else will. I choose Monica. Monica, you have the possibility. Waiting for Monica to control your screen. Is Monica here? Or no? She's not. I mean, yeah, maybe she is here, but so we have the possibility to choose somebody else in our class. Okay, let us play a Kahoot together. I will choose the Kahoot now. Discover. You go to Discover. Okay, and let us play, which is something really important. I think nowadays. I think we should play. You have teacher collection and so made by teachers. Okay, it means that they are safe. Maybe. Oh, germs or hygiene. Oh, hygiene. Oh, let's have some fun. Okay. Okay. Play. Host live. Can you all see? Sorry, I'm just checking. Can you all see? Can you all see? Type S if you can. If you can see the number that you have to. So you need your phone. Yeah. Go to www.kahoot.it. Yeah. Let's have some fun. Okay. And enter the game pin. Oh, you can use Kahoot in the ICT lab. They can use, okay, there are some, okay. Somebody said, yeah, we must check our Kahoots before. Wonderful. Okay, let me participate. Okay. So teacher Alina is going to join the Kahoot. www. Okay. Yeah, we should have, sorry, 4355398. If somebody, for instance, I don't know, one of your students, yeah, one of your students is not in the class when you started the Kahoot, they can join it later. Yeah, they can join it later. I am melodic, yeah, this animal. I can change the music. One of my colleagues' favorite beat is beatbox. Shall I? We are kind of 100 participants. This is the first time when I hope it works, you know, with so many participants. I'm Rapid Unicorn, Smart Raven. Okay, I don't think everybody managed to. Okay, let's have some fun. Okay. Oh, because yeah, okay. I chose randomly. Congratulations to the top 5. Okay, this is the last questions because there's more to go. So this is the last question. Somebody wrote on the chat that didn't really know what to do. Okay, W. Okay, as I said, this is the last question because there's more to go. And okay, let's have a feedback here. Okay, so oh, sorry, I didn't end the game. I'll end it right now and explain it a little bit how. Okay, this is the last question, and then I will end quiz. Yeah, you need an extra device. Okay, so congratulations to the top 3 and congratulations to everyone. Yeah, so congratulations. Now I'll stop sharing. Okay, and there was somebody, yes, indeed, you must have 2 devices. I mean, yes, your students access Kahoot on their phone. Okay, so when you have some time, just go and check Kahoot. So I'll just show it. I'll show one more. So for instance, you discover one Kahoot, okay, for those who don't know, yeah, so you go to discover. You don't have to create your own Kahoot. You choose one. Maybe you want to teach, you want to revise sports, okay, just a round of how to use Kahoot. Yeah, internet connection. Okay, sports, okay, let us say, yeah, sport, okay, you choose one, and your students access www.kahoot.it, and yeah, and they can play. So they need their phone. Yeah, so you choose this, and your students go to I wrote on the chat www.kahoot.it. Okay, let me finish it, sorry, because there's more to go, sorry. Okay, and but one of my favorite, as I said, Kahoot is not really my favorite, it is students' favorite, something I really love. It is called Word Wall. I don't know if, have you ever heard it? Word Wall, okay. Have you ever heard this? Just write on the chat yes or no. Yeah, yeah. I found it extremely useful and easy to use. And so stop sharing and just let me go to the site, okay, and show you how easy it is to use. And you can also play a game like in a Kahoot. So this is Word Wall, okay. This is home. I'm already logged in. It's very easy. So you have a free account with your Gmail or Yahoo Mail account, okay. So you have here, yeah, the steps. You have some features. And you are being explained really easily how to use it and how to use this wonderful website that I have found on Digital Teacher on Cambridge. Okay, so you don't really have to create your own activity. There are plenty of activities. Let me start with the I don't know, clothes. Okay, so let us say that we want to teach clothes. Okay, and I'll just choose the yeah, which one? I don't know, the second one. Okay, and you have several templates. That's really you can move. So the same lesson, the same words, you have it, and you with Zoom online lessons. Yeah, a skirt, which is a skirt. I just want to give somebody else to the remote control to play a little bit. Delia, I don't know, Delia, you can control my. I wanted to try this feature of Zoom. No, Delia, no. Let me try somebody else. Mihaela, yeah, you can control. You can choose for me. Yeah, you can. Waiting for me. Control your screen. No, Mihaela, no, I was trying to do something, but it doesn't work. Anyway, okay, so a skirt, no, this is a hat. So, yeah, so you have the possibility to revise, yes, to revise vocabulary. You also have lots of templates. You can choose one, yeah, with random wheel. Yeah, they find it really, I don't know, interesting, funny, and okay, and they can make a sentence. Yeah, for instance, I don't know, are you wearing trainers? What color are your trainers? And so on. So, and as I said, you can give, yeah, you have this feature on Zoom to give the remote control to another student, and then they can play. Yeah, they can play. You can also have printables. So you can just an exercise. Match up. You can download. Okay, you can download. Okay, you can download and you work on this handout. Okay, and I wanted to show you something else, how you can play like in Kahoot. This one doesn't have it. Okay, just bear with me a little bit. I'll go to community again. Not all the lesson have this multiplayer template, but some of them have, and you can play as a game as in Kahoot. Okay, I've already checked this one. So you need those who are on laptop, or yeah, they need an extra. They need their phone. Okay, show all. And I'll choose the quiz one. Okay, so now, yeah, if you can see my screen, just write in the chat. I just want to make sure that everybody can see my screen with gowordle.com. Yeah, and you have to enter code on your phone. Yeah, would you please help me? Yeah, if you can write. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll just wait, I don't know, for, I don't know, 3-4 players just to show it. Okay, we don't have too much time, so I'll just wait for 10 players. I do apologize for, okay, because we don't have time. I just want to show you a few seconds and then I'll stop my, okay, so yeah, pick your answers. Okay. Okay, so now okay, time is up. Okay, and you can, you can go on with this game, of course, when you have 15 or 30 students. It's yeah, and so on. Next question, and so on. Okay, I will stop the activity because I said I've okay. Okay, this is the last one. Okay. I was just thinking, how do I end the game? Yeah, how do I end the game? Okay. Okay, thank you, big thank you. I stopped sharing, and okay, just one thing. My God, my colleagues are going to kill me. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. This is the last thing I'm going to show you. Okay. You can create an activity really, really, really easy in just a few seconds. So I'm just going to show you right now. Okay. Create activity. As I feared, the internet connection is really slow this morning. Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, you can create your own activity in a few seconds, and that activity goes through some of these templates, the random wheel, the, I don't know, the anagram. Yeah, so I will stop sharing because it takes too much time. Yes. Okay. You know, when I get tired, I ask my students, write in the chat, how are you feeling right now? I'm feeling stressed. Please type in the chat. How are you feeling this morning? Yeah, how are you feeling? Please. Quickly, how are you feeling? Energized, sleepy, yes, it's a bit tired, hungry, positive, yeah, and and so on. Thank you. I do this when I see that my students are really okay. Alexandra, maybe I should leave the Mentimeter at the end. Yes, when we ask the feedback, we ask the feedback, yeah, and I'll show how
I think the feedback will be in the form in the email, just for time limitations. Now, it's okay. I mean, Mentimeter, you've already tested it when you made the poll and you've seen it in progress. And the whole key is testing it yourself. Now, Alina, could you make me a host, please?
Yes, definitely. Thank you, and apologize for my motions.
Yes, apologies accepted for useful resources.
My God, Alexandra, where do I go to make you a host? Manage participants.
Manage participants.
Yes, and find you. Where are you, Alexandra? Where are you, Alexandra?
Find participants.
Here, I found you. Okay. Make host. Yes.
Vreau să te întreb, te-ai spălat pe față, pe dinți, pe mâini, te-ai schimbat din hainele pijamale și pe urmă vorbim.
Cine are grijă?
Thank you. Sorry, now I'm the host. It's really connected to our Kahoot. So it's quite on topic. But now I'm going to go back, and how we're going to approach this thing. I'm going to show you some things that I like. Can you see my screen? Okay, so similar to what Alina showed you, similar to Kahoot in a way. Okay, it's Quizlet, and it's also considered an online platform, like it was on the list yesterday, and it's really, really nice. Go on the website, you don't have to make your own materials. There are many teachers who've been using it for years, so there are a lot of vocabulary topics, grammar lessons, and you can find picture flashcards, activities, writing opportunities, even tests, and they have some extra other games. The good point is that they keep upgrading it, they keep adding functions to it. So I think you'd enjoy using Quizlet. Okay, I use it with my students. Okay, another website collection in a way is from British Council. So the British Council has these, well, it has a suite of websites, but Learn English Kids, really useful for very young learners, for primary students. And when it comes to secondary school students, then I would go for Learn English Teens. And just a moment. Okay. Yeah, so it's really, thank you for your comments. It's it saves you time. For example, the one with teens, the one for teens, Learn English Teens, has preparation activity, vocabulary clarification stage, video, listening or reading, post-reading or listening activities. It has worksheets at the bottom of the page. And I mean, if you don't have time to plan and you want to do something different, we were talking, our students are stressed. It's a very good resource. So I use it quite often in my online lessons. Even when I teach adults, Learn English Teens has a lot of nice lessons. Also, some of them are graded. They're based on students' levels. Feel free to check the website. Okay, you'll find it on the slide. So don't worry if we don't try everything. And there's the just Learn English one, which has some business English lessons, so it's more for adults, kids, teens, adults. Okay, so that's one collection I really like, and that has helped me. If you mean paying for Quizlet, there's a free option account with a lot of options. I rarely pay for websites for, well, all sorts of reasons, but there are many. So some of the content is for free, some it's paid. Okay, more websites I really like. It's Breaking News English. You can see it here. It has graded reading. It uses, it has updates every day with new lessons. You can choose the level, activities. It has speed reading activities, which is quite funny. If you share your screen and the text keeps moving, but it's getting quicker, and students, well, it's pretty fun, and it's also interesting because it's about what's happening in the world. Another one that I like for speaking is All Things Topics. Again, there are loads of speaking prompts. They have loads, depending on the topic, they have long lists of questions students could use as speaking prompts. There's Teach This, which has all sorts of games. Some of the handouts there, some of the PDFs you have to pay for, but there's always a free option for each grammar point or vocabulary topic. ESL Brains, I love the topics because it's got technology, critical thinking skills, I don't know, current affairs. So it has some really interesting lessons, especially for teenagers. One Stop English, pretty mainstream. I think you know this one. Yeah. So also you can find worksheets and depending on what you need. And when I throw a lot of ideas, a lot of websites on a slide, like I said, it doesn't mean you have to do everything. It means you have to choose the one that works for you or that you need it. It depends on how much time you have. Okay, so another useful one with videos, interesting 5-minute videos, is TED Ed. And again, some of you might know TED Ed. I've been using it for years with all levels. It's really, really nice and interesting. And there's an area for educators. Each video has some extra activities. Now, on this list here, conversation questions for the ESL or EFL classroom, there's a page with, look, speaking topics. Now, not all questions are good, so you should check maybe, but let's give it a try. And this will be the end of my bit. Let's try the breakout rooms again. Remember, I'll create the breakout rooms and I will send you in the chat, because there is a chat, just one question to discuss, okay, to talk about it together. I'm going to create the breakout rooms now. Okay, let's see. It's 102 people. I'm sorry, that was very native speaker of me. And I'm going to put, let's say, 4 people in the same room, and I'll send you, please join when you get the invite, join the breakout room. Touch the microphone at the bottom of your screen, possibly top bottom, so your audio is on when you go into the rooms. Okay, and I'll send you the question in a moment. Oh, recreate. If it's 102 of us, then I'll probably create 26 breakout rooms. And they're open. Enjoy. Okay, so some of you are here, some of you couldn't join, and it might happen to your students. So what I noticed, for example, because it's over 100 people now, it's quite hard to manage the breakout rooms. But in a regular classroom, it should be fine. So, for example, I assigned 4 people to one room, but maybe 3 of the teachers that I assigned there were not close to the computer, or they didn't click on join, which means someone stayed in a breakout room alone. I apologize to those of you who are alone for a couple of minutes. But again, I'm doing this just an opportunity to practice and to see you can use this in class. And all you have to do, and you've seen, did you get my question? You can send as many questions. Can you confirm you got the questions? The question with I'm sad, what should I do? And people could exchange advice. Yeah. Okay. So I tried sending the message, and all I did, I mean, it could be more questions. I could copy them from the website I'm using. I could make my own questions if I can't find exactly what I need. But for time-saving purposes, what I do is I go here and I check, because there's a lot to choose from. Okay? And I'm going to give now, I'm going to step back again and give Dana, my colleague, the host position, because she's got at least a very cool resource to show you.
Oh, that's not fair. It's not at least one, there are more.
Yeah, don't worry. So we're using all the time we've got. And if we don't have time for everything, of course we don't. We never have. It's still fine, because we're going to share the slides with you, so you can check the websites when you have time. Okay.
Make me a host.
You're a host now.
I can't see it.
Okay.
Ah, yes, now I am. Control freak mode on. So now I'm in control. Okay. So far we've discussed ways of making our classes entertaining and appealing for our students. However, from time to time, I don't know about you, but I get tired of it. And I'm like, forget it. Let's do some grammar. And in order to do this, I have a few websites that I'm going to share with you. And can you see my screen? Yeah? Okay. So the websites I use are All Things Grammar. It's related to the one that Alexandra introduced previously, All Things Topics. And I'm not going to talk too much about it. What I am going to do is show it to you. Just a sec. Too many tabs here. Okay, so here it is. All Things Grammar. You've got grammar issues alphabetically ordered, as you can see here. Yeah. Add ES, adverbs of frequency, and so on and so forth. And you've got quite a lot of them covered on this website. And you have worksheets for different levels. For example, let's see. Choose the first one, S, ES, or IES. So I click on this one, and oh, okay. What's going on?
It's okay.
I don't have the control. Okay. Here it is. You get a song. You get worksheets that you can use. You are given the level. You are given the approximate time it takes to do that particular worksheet. You can download it for free. You also have activity suggestions. So basically, this is a lifesaver. You want to do some grammar, you've got it all covered here, as you can see. I love it. Students hate it because what can they do? They would like to play Kahoot and do other stuff all the time, but we need to focus a bit on accuracy as well. And this is very, very easy to use. You also have teaching ideas here in Grammar City. This is where you've got games, sorry. You've got 100 best practices, and here you've got teaching ideas. Some of them can be adapted to online teaching as well. Yeah, most of them are designed for a classical way of teaching, but some of them can be easily adapted for online teaching as well. Another website that I find very useful is Perfect English Grammar. I don't know if you use this one, but I find it very, very easy to use, and it is time saving because you've got all sorts of worksheets already designed here. You can choose grammar exercises list or grammar explanations list. This lady here, I can't pronounce her name to be honest. She designed them, God bless her. She's done a wonderful job. And I will just show you how it works. I'll go on to exercises list. I will choose, for example, irregular past simple part 1. So you've got the exercises here. You can do them online with your students, or you can download the list in PDF. This is the irregular verbs list. And okay, the exercises you've got here. So they've got everything they need. Yeah, they've got the list. They've got the exercises, and you can ask them to use the annotate button to write directly on the board. So can you try it now for a little bit? Press your annotate button and try to write the answers to some of these exercises. Can you try it? Give it a shot. Let's see. You can press text. When you press annotate, press text, and then you'll be able to write. Wonderful. They spoke. Brought. This is a very useful website. I mean, for me, it has changed my life, to be honest, because I can get them to practice quite a lot with this, and it covers. I'm gonna. Whoa! Yes. Indeed. Okay. I'm lost in buttons here. Okay, here it is. Okay. And then you can go and you can choose others. What you'll find is they've got quite an impressive list of exercises here. We're gonna just scroll down with the art on the screen. It's all covered.
If you want, Dana, you can go to the annotate bar, annotation.
I know.
And clear the board.
Okay. Wonderful. Now it's perfectly clean and neat. Okay, as you can see, they're all clearly listed. All sorts of topics are covered, and it's extremely useful. After you've tortured them, I like to call these torture instruments because they don't like them, but after a certain point, you as a teacher get tired as well, and you feel like, okay, I'm going to take a break. You do some exercises, and then we'll move on to something a bit more entertaining. And you can start entertaining them with some music. And I've chosen a few websites that are very useful in integrating music into teaching. The first one is Lyrics Training. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it?
Yeah, but we can still see some drawings, both
yes.
Grammar drawings.
Okay. Okay.
But it's I can see it.
Oh, okay. What you do with this one is you go to search. Okay. I've chosen a song for us today. Let's go back to the classics. Okay, something's going on. All right.
Go to web.
Exactly. You have to click go to web. And here it is. How this works. So you choose a level of difficulty. I'll choose beginner now. I will press here to start the game. So what you have is there are some words missing from the lyrics, and you can ask your students to tell you the words that are missing. They can guess what words are missing. And what I will do now is I will unmute all of you so that you can tell me the words that are missing.
We can type. We can type.
It's a bit difficult for me to follow both the screen and the chat, so I will. Yeah, it doesn't work. Okay, no. Yes, you can type them. So how it goes, I will write here somewhere over the rainbow. Way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. What's here? Really? You come true, and then someday I'll wish upon a star. So you can ask your students to tell you the words, then you'll type them in. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Where we all know that word here. And so on and so forth. Okay, another one that I particularly like is Tune into English. Okay, here you have to register first, but it's for free, so that's fine. Then once you've registered, you go to Teachers area, Worksheets. Okay, and then you go to Worksheets again. And ta-da! You've got an impressive list of songs, yeah, that you can use in teaching English. They all have worksheets, which is great. Let's try doing one. Once again, you can use the annotate button to ask your students to do the tasks related to the song. And once again, you're given the activity types that are integrated in the worksheet. You're given the level, and you're also given the language focus, which I find really, really useful. Okay, here is the worksheet. You've got a pre-listening activity sometimes, you've got a listening activity, yeah. And then, of course, you have to complete the song. What you do is you don't have to worry too much because you double click on the picture of the song, you play it, deliberately chose this song because I think like we need a little bit of this now, especially now. Okay, so this is one of my favorites. And I've also chosen to show you this, which isn't very, it doesn't have very many songs. It has only 4, but they're quite useful for young learners, for children. Once again, you get the song and you get, you can download some activities related to it. And here it is. This is for pre-A1 students.
Daddy in the car says, here we go, here we go, here we go. Daddy in the car says, here we go, all day long.
And here you've got the activity.
Mommy in the car says, here we are, here we are, here we are. Mommy in the car says, here we are, all day long. The giraffe in the zoo is looking, looking. The giraffe in the zoo is looking, all day long.
Well, yeah. So basically, this is what I had to show you today. I think that you can find loads of resources on just these 4 websites, 5 actually, that I've showed you today, that can really help you in teaching online, because they're easy to adjust for the online environment. As you can see, as long as we have that annotate button, everything is doable. Thank you very much, and I'll give control to Alexandra, even though I don't want to. I told you I'm a control freak, sometimes a grammar Nazi, that's why I chose grammar. But I think, okay. There you go, Alexandra. Enjoy being in control.
Thank you very much, Dana, and thank you, Alina. And okay, I'm gonna mute all again, just for classroom management purposes. And let me show you in a bit what I wanted to show you from the very beginning. So, do you remember the Google form you filled in at the beginning? And everybody wrote 3 and so on. Now, look, in 1 minute of collaboration online, we have a long list, and it can be added to it. So some of you didn't manage to connect, some of you couldn't think of something on the spot. It's not a problem. So some of the websites, probably all the websites we mentioned, are in this list, and we're going to share it in the Facebook group we made. The Facebook group, you either found it, or it is in the email you got, or in the emails you'll get. So everybody will know where to find us. And someone suggested regular teacher meetings and so on, and it was great. Okay, now before we finish, because we still have 2 minutes, isn't that great? Isn't this great? We have time for a proper ending. So there are a couple of things I'd like to share with you. Some of you said our students are stressed. We are stressed too. Their parents are stressed. It really isn't an easy period. So it's not just online teaching. It's online teaching in a certain context, with everybody being at home in self-isolation and so on for an indefinite period of time. Now, I'm not going to say that other people are going through worse situations, because that's not really helping. But what I can say is that Just like doctors don't take days off at the moment, I think we as teachers, by keeping in touch with our students, can help them keep calm. We can create spaces for them to talk about their anxiety, about their worries. We can be honest and say we don't know. We can be honest and say we're equally worried. So one thing, that's fine. We have to look after ourselves and be calm. I'm not saying even positive, it depends on what happens, but calm, that we can do. There's a very nice article which you can find, which is called "Please Do a Bad Job of Putting Your Courses Online," which speaks precisely about that. The transition to online classes is difficult for both us and for our students. And that what we say when we say, well, our students are better with technology than we are, apparently research says they're not. I mean, they're good with video games and so on, but they're not good with using technology with a learning purpose. Yeah. And another thing I wanted also, I mean, there will be parents who are worried about their jobs, students who are worried about their future and so on, and safety. So it really is a difficult period. And I know it takes a lot of effort, but us being calm and being there for others can make a difference. It's the difference we can make. It's something, it's quite realistic. Okay, and the other thing is that we asked for support, for IT support from IT specialists. So I think that if you struggle, we said, it's fine. We can help each other as colleagues. We can find partners, study buddies, and so on. But I think schools should also provide some proper support to their teachers. And I hope you do benefit from that. Okay, now, what's your takeaway? Just think about it. So if you attended 1, 2, or 3 webinars, because look, it's Sunday and it's over from ours. Well, it's not over. A little birdie told me someone's preparing an online activities workshop, someone from Twinkle Star, but we'll keep in touch. Thank you, everybody who made time for attending, for your contributions, for how you supported each other in the chat. So there were teachers who responded to other teachers' questions and offered advice, and you shared ideas and resources, and it's lovely. And just so you know, thank you all for coming. This is the team that was behind these 3 webinars. So there were some speakers. There was Raisa, Alina, Dana, and me. Behind the stage, in the backstage, there was Ruxandra, the Twinkle Star manager, who was super supportive. There were our colleagues, Simona, Alexandra, and Mary. And I mean, when it comes to solidarity, we also had, like, every morning we had Wana here. You probably got a message from her. She doesn't even work with Twinkle Star anymore. She stopped working with us 4 years ago, but she's working with a company that offers summer camp programs, which you can imagine is quite affected at the moment. But she offered to help just because she can put to good use her experience as a teacher, as a communicator, and so on. So thank you, Wana. And there was also Alex, the IT guy, who you never see, but if things run smoothly, it's thanks to people like him too. So thank you, everybody. We'll keep in touch. You'll get emails, join our groups, you'll get recordings. If you fill in the feedback form, you also get certificates when we reply. Okay, so no later than Wednesday, I think,